Well, it's the first week of playoffs with coverage brought to you by all of you. I'm joined right now by APA after a very unfortunate match against C9. You laugh at the phrasing of unfortunate.
Yeah.
I thought that after last week with C9, I definitely thought you guys were going to blow them out. So it sounds like you thought it was going to be at least competitive.
Of course. I mean, this series should definitely be competitive.
Yeah.
I think, at least Game 3 should be competitive. I have to kind of remember Games 1 and 2. But just Game 3 sticking to my head, where that's probably our game to win, and then we can at least make it a series. So I wouldn't say unfortunate. I think we probably just ran down, myself included.
Yeah. I mean, Game 3 in particular, you and Jan looked really strong. I mean, you had that crazy play outside of Baron, the first Baron fight. So I definitely, if anything, I thought you guys were doing pretty well. But what do you think it is? Is it like a team chemistry thing? You guys just aren't meshing this well right now?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Don't think we played to what we should expect. Myself included, I don't think I played lane too well in Game 1 and 2. And then, I don't know, it obviously sucks to lose, but I'm not, sorry, I'm impressed about it. I'm upset, but I'm not in nuclear meltdown mode.
Yes.
Where something has to change, I have to overperform or something. I'm just if I probably perform better, I know my team is going to perform better, we'll probably do well. In all reality, C9 is probably the second best team, and they're to me still very beatable.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just play better.
Yeah. What do you think? You've put them as second best team. I assume you mean FlyQuest is the solid best team in the league right now. What do you think are the chances that somebody other than FlyQuest will end up winning the split? Obviously, including yourselves.
I still think high. C9 can win. I think we can win. Honestly, Shopify actually looked quite solid in scrimming them past couple weeks. They've felt quite solid in scrims. So, if they have the energy Cinderella run, they could probably do it again. So I think a few teams, even I'm still low in the 100 Thieves stocks, but I'll give them a 1% chance to win.
Okay.
Maybe Sniper starts 1-9.
Yeah. Is Sniper the strongest player on that team?
No.
No. Okay. Well, let's talk about the FlyQuest game from yesterday. Did you end up getting a chance to watch it against Shopify? Because you mentioned Shopify, so I wanted to ask you.
Briefly, we were in scrims yesterday.
Yeah.
But when we weren't reviewing it in game, I would have it on my second monitor.
Were you surprised by anything you were seeing? Longest best of 3 in
they were
LCS history.
Very long games.
Yeah.
It felt like at some point Shopify had the games won, and then someone would just sell. I think the game was lost at this point, but I remember B-Boy taking a blast cone over during a dragon fight and just low-key running it down. So at some points it just looked like one of their players just completely failed.
Yeah.
But that series was very competitive. It looked like it was a 3-0, but it looked like a very, very competitive 3-0.
Yes. Well, I guess it sounds like to you, from what you were saying, because I think a lot of people were super astonished that Shopify looked so competitive in that series, but it sounds like based off scrims, you're not surprised.
They've been solid in scrims. I wouldn't say they're insane level, but they at least have a team foundation, and I think their players are generally individually playing well.
Are they the 4th best team in the league? Because people mostly have been putting 100 Thieves there for a long time.
It's them or 100 Thieves. I would have to see 100 Thieves play, because I do think 100 Thieves was kind of trolling in their matchup for Shopify.
Yeah.
But off recent results, I guess I would put them 4th.
Okay. All right. Got to ask about Yuuji. What's it been like playing with him?
It's been great.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. It's just nice having a new face. We've been on this team together for 18 months now.
Yeah.
So even though we're still, of course, using Umti, we used Umti Game 3, it's just nice to have a fresh face, honestly. It's fresh face, new ideas, and yeah.
Does the team dynamic feel different at all whenever you're in a game with them, or is it similar?
For sure. Umti's a very high energy guy. He talks a lot about what he's doing in the game. I'm doing this, we're gonna do this, blah blah blah. That's how Umti plays the game, and Yuuji is more chill, plays his own game, and then if you drag him to a play, so it's kind of black and white
Yeah.
playing with each other, but it's not like, we've all played League for a while, so it's not something we haven't experienced before.
Yeah. Do you feel like how much is having either of these players valuable whenever we get into these like longer fearless matches? Because I assume obviously there's like a wider champion pool set between whenever you have two players in the same role.
Yeah, I mean, you said it well. I think, like, of course, with the two players, they each have their own individual champs that they're like very good at and very known for. So, we used Yuuji first 2 games today, and I'm sure going into game 3, a lot of those champions just weren't necessarily full-on Umti champions, and vice versa. So, we just have like a bigger jungle champion pool between the two of them.
Last question I have for you, and I'll try to keep it vague because this video will probably be seen by members before the video that Team Liquid releases is out. But there's a video that is coming out from Team Liquid that my video producer Drew is in. He's not here with me today, but he works on a lot of my stuff. You're in it having a conversation with him where he's asking you about questions on mid lane champions.
Yeah.
And it seems like in that moment, without any context, you just really don't want to give him any advice. Do you have any explanations for the context of that you would like to share?
I mean, I was up for like 30 minutes during that time, and I'm not particularly the biggest morning person, if you know me. So I was just not really wanting to talk to anyone. So I sat alone at my table. It was just eating my food, looking at my phone on like TikTok or Twitter or like whatever it was, and just didn't want to have a conversation. And then he sat down next to me, and Drew's a very high energy guy. He's kind of similar to Umti, like I said.
Yeah.
And I was just not ready for a conversation that early.
They're very good. I've felt that way many times in the morning with Drew. Anyway, thank you so much. Anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to lose, but don't lose hope. We can still win the split.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LTA right here on my YouTube channel. Real quick, before you click away, I know you're going to click away because now you're at the end and you're like, okay, I can go do something else. No, I wanted to ask you, you don't even have to spend any money, just follow me on social media. I'm bleeding followers because it's just, that's where League of Legends is these days. You can follow me on Blue Sky, by the way. I know some people want Blue Sky instead of Twitter. There's I don't know if you know, there's a political rift going on in our country and people are picking social media. Either way, I'm on both. So please follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky or Instagram. I'll have some Instagram followers, and in LA, you can't get dates if you don't have a big following, so that's cool. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel for just $2.99, and if you do, you get access to exclusive members-only videos. You can make me talk about things sometimes I don't really want to talk about.